We are live. Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela Effects and the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela Effectings. I'm joined today with Theresa and Rich. Rich, can I say your last name?
Fasanic.
Fasanic. Okay, yeah, Rich.
Fasanic,
yeah. He's the same guy. What was that Mandela Effect you found with the robots?
The Grey Poupon. With the robots.
Grey Poupon. You found that one?
And and I found actually there's a ton of changes for the Lost in Space robot. It's just amazing. Like every week something else is going on. So
danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
That's what I remember.
Yep.
And now they only use that. Now they only use that line one time, right?
Yeah.
In the whole series.
Danger, of course. So, and that must have changed about within the last year, I would say.
Theresa, you there?
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah,
still
my
there?
stupid music keeps going off.
Okay.
Like you don't want me.
Yeah.
So, I want to invite you guys to think for just a minute. How do you remember this robot looking before we go on with what we're about to say? How do you remember? I'm asking the audience out there. Rich, you ready to break it down for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I remember the robot. Well, first of all, if you look at the head.
Yeah, start from the head.
I just remember it like a plastic bubble, and it was like clear. You look, it looks like it has a metal brain in it right now. You see the metal part. Do you have I'm
looking at the.
So.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture of it right now.
Okay, you have a screenshot.
I found some residue.
You did? Okay,
Right.
Theresa.
Yeah. And it looks like there's a metal brain in the top of the bubble. And
right there?
That was never there. And I watched that change about maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago because I've been checking this every single day. I know it sounds crazy, but I've been literally watching this robot change. And it's just mind blowing. And you tell the average person this, and they'll just like, what do you think you'd lock you up or something? But so that's the first change. And then he got buttons on the. If you look on the bottom, there should be like 6 buttons.
Actually, yeah, there's 10 buttons.
Yeah, that I don't believe was there before. That showed up. And on those buttons now, which I just noticed yesterday, is writing on the buttons, like some kind of instructional buttons manual, which was never there. It's hard to see on some of the shots, some of the shots in the original, TV show, but I'm telling you, that was not there. You can find them in the photos, and I'm checking these same photos every day, and it's just unreal. And then the next one, there's hooks on the side, on the back of his shoulders, which were never there before.
Yeah, it's over here on the shoulders. Yeah, the hooks on the shoulders.
Yeah, they weren't there either. That wasn't there. So there's a couple of changes. I'm trying to think some other ones. Yeah, it's just amazing.
Well, some people have said that they don't remember the red and the yellow levers on his neck.
Oh yes, and we forgot
red
about
and
that.
The yellow.
That was one you did a video on that, right, Brian?
Yeah, I did a video a while back. I
actually found that one too.
You found that one too?
Yeah, and I posted it in the group, and that was not there before. That was definitely not there. I don't know what you would call them things, but they're on the side of both of his shoulders, and that's brand new to me.
Well, the thing is, he had the glass bowl on his head. I remember that. The metal thing he now has, it looks like 2 eyes. That's what gets me. Like if you look at him now, he's got this metal thing with 2 eyes. Like you said, it looks like a brain.
Yeah.
I'm zooming in as close as I can. You see that? It looks like eyes right there. I don't remember it.
And 4 weeks ago, that was not there. I mean, I checked it and it changed overnight. I, woke up and I checked it again, and I was like, holy smokes, man. And that was about 4 weeks ago it changed. For me, anyway. So.
Yeah, what do the buttons say on them, Theresa? Can you make it out?
It's hard to see. I couldn't make it out.
I'm trying to send you residue. I don't know. Rich, if he presents it, can you let him know if that's the right way? Because I'm finding a whole bunch of different ones, and I think one of them might be residue. And
I don't know if I could see it where I'm at. I don't know. I'm not on the computer.
Yeah, like I'm asking the audience. Did you guys remember him having this metal thing inside there that moved around that looks like eyes now? I don't remember that. That's weird.
Nope.
I would have definitely taken note of that. So let me, Theresa, let me show that residue. Can I show it with everyone?
Yeah. Any of the stuff that I'm sending you, is any of that residue that you can use? Because I'm finding a lot.
Okay, this is the black and white version of what we're looking at right now. Maybe this can help us. Okay, read it, make it out. So we see.
And the A looks weird.
Alpha, beta, something. I can't quite make these out, but yeah, I see alpha and beta.
That's what I saw, like the alpha, but that's all I can make out. And then I tried to, look it up on the internet.
Yeah, what do the buttons say? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I tried.
Could they be messages within those little buttons for us, like little messages?
It's possible,
Like little notes we're supposed to read or something.
Yeah.
Like clues, maybe.
Yeah, I'm asking the audience if you guys. We're talking about 2 changes here. If you're just joining us right now, actually, there's 3. First of all, the first change is these levers, the red lever and the yellow lever. If you don't remember those, actually 4 changes almost. Let's see, we got the hooks on the shoulders, right? And the third change we're talking about is this brain-like structure inside the glass bowl on his head. Bubble-headed ninny is what I remember. Now we're talking about these little buttons here that didn't seem like they were there before. So, and Rich, you say you've been studying this thing for a while?
Yeah. Once I found those levers, whenever you made that video, it was around that time, right before that, I found, those top levers appeared. And then I started watching this thing every day. And then the hooks appeared. Then the buttons, more buttons appeared on his, on his stomach. And then was the next thing that 4 weeks ago, that brain thing, that that metal thing in his head appeared. And then now, yesterday, I found words on the buttons, which wasn't there before. And it's in a lot of photos. Some of the remakes of the robot, like, replicas, they may not have the words on the buttons, but it's all, it's in some of the original photos with the actors and actresses, lost. Just bizarre.
Yeah, and I
know it wasn't there.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the buttons here on this cartoon that Theresa sent me. This may be some residue. These buttons are actually like red and green in this photo.
Cool.
Okay, and here's one. Looks like another robot, but again, the buttons aren't there.
Right. Right.
Oh, I just found residue for Bubblehead and Ninny. Yay.
Did you really? Yay, I want to see it.
Yay. It's
Lost
a
in
good one,
space.
too. You can
Oh,
present
wow.
it. I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah, look, hey, Theresa, I'm glad you found this. This is residue from a costume, right?
No way. I found residue, didn't even know it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's the B-9 robot costume.
Oh, awesome.
Again, the buttons over here look like red and green. They're not like these yellow, red, and...
So that is so it is residue.
It looks like it might be. I mean, because it's lining up with that other one.
Here's your Bubblehead and Ninny
Right here,
residue
red and green.
on his shirt. Rich, wait till you see this.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely check it out.
But I try to look up Bubblehead and Ninny. It doesn't come up anywhere, like in Google, you know?
Yeah, but I got proof right there.
Where?
Yeah.
Here, Rich, I'm going to send it to the group. You can see
Oh,
it
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Save me, you Bubblehead and Ninny.
see if you could find a diagram. Put in the original diagram of the B-9 robot.
Let me see if I can find that.
Diagram of the B-9 robot?
I actually have it somewhere. I got to find it, and that's what
I'm looking for you. I think I can find it.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be. That's what I remember. I have a diagram. I got to look for it, and I'll send it to you guys.
Did it have like like little numbers on the side of it? I think I found it. Like numbers.
Yeah.
I found it. I found it.
Oh, you found
I got
it?
it. I'll send it. Yep, I got it.
Yeah, send it to me, Theresa.
I'll send it to both you guys. Hold on.
It looks way different than the original robot. The one
I have it right here.
Okay.
I mean, it looks.
Let's give a shout out. We have Adam for Christ in the audience, Rebecca Masden, Steve Short. Welcome, everyone. What's up, Stitch? Hey, Helen. Rebecca says I found what I remember, but when I click on it to view it, it flips to the new version. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Rebecca, do you have that link? I'm interested. I want to see it.
I just sent it to both you guys. Tell me if you see it.
Okay.
Is that what you're looking for, guys? Just send it now.
You sent it to me.
I sent it to both y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what I remember. That's more like what.
There's one without the levers on top too.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Find that one.
Okay, I'm looking.
But if you look, this is the diagram for the robot B-9.
Let me see if I can find.
Yeah.
Let me look a little bit more.
I'm not seeing this little brain thing over here with the eyes on it right now.
Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it.
You did?
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, he's got it. He doesn't have the hooks in this picture.
By Bob Stewart, right?
Bob Stewart?
That's the guy who originally did it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, possibly, yeah.
Got it. I got it. These are the original drawings. I found it. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. What's that?
No, you're fine. Okay, Rebecca sent me a link. Hey, what's up, Lost in Space? We have a person in the chat, Lost in Space.
Maybe it's one of the original actors. Or
there you go. Guys, I just sent it to you again. Try look again. Sorry.
All right, hold on.
Is that better?
Hold on.
There's original drawings.
Yeah, that's perfect, Theresa.
Is that good, Rich?
Close, but you see those two levers on the top that Brian made the first video of? I gotta find that one. It's not on there because I don't remember those two.
Yeah, the two levers just mysteriously showed up recently.
Here's one without the levers.
Yeah,
check this out without the levers.
Yeah. But what I'm paying attention to is that brain-like thing inside the globe.
Oh yeah, that was a big one. When I first saw that, I was because it wasn't there, like I said, 4 weeks, 5 weeks ago. And that just stood out. I was like, just checked it out, and I mean, it's so obvious in the photos. I mean, I would have remembered that. So.
Theresa, are you sending another photo?
Yeah.
I don't know how she finds this stuff, folks. She's really good. Theresa, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Finding
you.
the residue hunter.
Oh, this one looks different.
What's that?
There's another one. You know what? There's so many different kinds, guys.
Yeah.
Wow. There's like different versions of these.
Hey, Theresa, do you remember how you used to be part of the Tres Cazadores?
Yeah, you want to talk to him about that one?
Well, now you've got like 1,000 Cazadores in your group right now.
Wow.
And a Cazadore is a hunter, like a residue hunter,
Rich, it's so strong. I have to do this every day. I don't know why. It's It's just something I feel very deep inside of me that I have to keep hunting residue. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm on a mission that I'm supposed to be fulfilling.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like every day. This is
I spend my lunch hour at work every day. I sit at my desk and I'm on the computer and I'm hunting.
Yep,
every day on my lunch. I don't do anything else.
Yeah, this thing has changed my entire life, outlook on life.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, it's and
I hardly get any sleep. What about your sleep patterns? Have they changed?
I have a crazy sleep pattern anyway because I'm a musician, so I'm playing a lot of gigs and stuff. So I'm more. I've always been a night person more than a day person, but yeah, I find. Well, I guess my busy schedule. It's really hard to tell because I'm busy a lot of times, and I don't get the sleep I should. So I think in the beginning, yes, it did. I was always thinking about the next thing that was going to change, and yeah, I didn't sleep as well as I used to. So
me either.
But lately, I've been so busy.
Guys?
Like yesterday was the only day I could really sleep a long time. Was nice, but
Guys, Residue on Amazon.com. This was sent in by Rebecca.
Oh wow!
Mazin, and you can see the colors. To me, right here in this screenshot, see I'm zoomed in. It looks like red, green, red, green, red. That combination.
Yeah.
2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. There,
yeah.
See, you see that might be some residue. I don't know. Like I don't remember those buttons being like all different, like multicolored, Like
no, that's why I'm trying to find some more here.
You got these hooks here on the side.
Yeah, they definitely weren't there, and and then it showed up on the toys too. Like, check out the toys and see if the brain is in the toys.
Oh, the toys! Good idea. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look at the toys.
Yeah, it is. The brain thing is there in the toys.
Oh man, yeah, that definitely wasn't there. Definitely wasn't there. I remember those toys because I'm 55.
Well, here's another thing too. Do you remember him having ankles? Like, I mean, whatever this thing is right here. The little
one's tough for me.
That's hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
Without the hooks, guys.
I don't remember this piece above his feet. It's like a little flat metal piece. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I saw that, and the thing was, I didn't pay much attention back then, so that one I wasn't too sure about.
Right.
So, yeah. I don't post anything I'm not too sure about. That's one thing. But when I know something, some of this stuff, people will say, oh, you're misremembering this. And some of this stuff, you're not misremembering.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yep. So.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Rich.
Yep.
What color do you guys remember the buttons?
Well, some of those buttons are new to me. Like those, they have the 6 buttons. That whole panel wasn't even there. He had the speaker thing where he speaks at it with, that lights up. And then there was like a little bottom thing, but all those 6 buttons or wherever, how many there are.
10 buttons,
Yeah, 10. They weren't there before. So
what do you remember instead of the buttons? That's what I'm trying to find you.
It was just, there was nothing there. It was kind of just metal.
Okay, let me see what I can find you.
He had a few buttons, but it wasn't that many buttons.
Never 10.
No.
Okay, let me see what I can find without the buttons.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like residue is getting harder and harder to find for certain things. And some things I found residue that I couldn't find before, like the Jaws thing. Oh my gosh. I was shocked when I found the Jaws bites in a couple different places. I looked for that for over a year, right, Brian?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm finding it. It's like residue that you couldn't find before is all of a sudden just popping up. And then other residues disappearing.
Yeah. Well, I used to get all my the residue from Google Newspaper Archives. I don't know if you guys, and I was on there. Now, this is a true story. I was, finding all this stuff and posting them in groups, and then all of a sudden, they locked me out of the website. They said, "You're a why?" They were saying I was on the website particularly long, which was like maybe 20 minutes, and I had to fill out a thing to get back in. They were on to you.
They knew what you were doing,
and all this stuff, and
wow.
They kept knocking me off the website, and then the next thing I know, I got back in easy, and I looked, and everything was changed. It was all changed to the new history. And I got screenshots of the old stuff that I, got from.
Wow.
They wanted to know why I was on the website and all this stuff, and I'm like, really? Yeah, it was crazy. And then all that stuff like Evil Knievel, I found all evil with evil IL, EVIL, and I found tons of photos and articles and all that stuff, and all of it was replaced. So,
wow.
When I went back in, yeah, so really crazy. So it seems like I don't know what's causing this or what, but it seems like whatever's controlling everything, is controlling our internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Hey, Rich, real quick question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been experiencing, like it's been happening to me a lot, things changing in front of you in real time?
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, I have. I have experienced in visual pictures changing in front of me in real time.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
and things merging.
Rich.
Like I bought a box of cookies. Yeah, merging. I've watched things merging in real time, and
that I would like to see. Yeah.
No, you don't. It'll freak you out.
Yeah.
I found Chick-fil-A one day on Flicr. One of the websites, Flicr. I found Chick-fil-A.
Right.
It was CHICFILA, and I'm staring at it. I'm like, oh, I gotta take a picture of this and send it to Brian. Guess what happens? The K appears.
Wow.
Yeah, a picture.
Yeah.
How does it do that?
Things on the internet I found, a couple times I thought the lettering could have changed like in a second when I flipped back.
Yes.
Stuff like that, but not in front of me where I'm actually.
Yes, I visually watched it disappear, or at like mellow yellow. It appeared the W. I found mellow yellow with the W, and I sat there and I stared at it. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm with my phone in my hand, ready to take a picture, and the W just disappears, like vanishes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is, and I know this stuff is very real when you're watching things in front of you.
Yeah, I would love to see that. That I'd like to see.
No, you don't.
Well, I mean, I want to get down to the bottom of it. It's like that's my passion to try to find out what's going on.
And another one that drove me crazy, another Emmy that makes me upset, and I found tons of residue. I haven't posted also that yet, is John Edwards with the S.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's Edward.
Yeah.
I watched this guy for years and years, and I found tons of residue for that one, which I haven't posted yet, which I'm going to. But yeah, tons of residue for that one.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, one of the ones that really I know so well is the guitar player from The Doors, Robbie Krieger. He was spelled Robbbie, and now it's Robby. And it was one of the ones that really woke me up, because I've seen this thing over year after year, and I played their tunes in my bands, and I played Doors songs, and this changed, and so I went to a regular Facebook Doors. They had a Doors Facebook page, and I asked some people, and they said, yeah, why did he change his name to Y? But yeah, and a lot of
people. So there's plenty of residue on that one, or do you want me to look for you for residue?
There's residue on it, yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of the.
If there's ever residue you can't find, let me look for you.
Yeah.
I love the challenge. I love the challenge, Rich.
Yeah. But there's some
the Jaws one was the challenge for me, and I found it. That was a big challenge. Out of all the Residue, that was the most hardest one.
I wanted to share some with you real quick, guys. I don't mean to break in, but the robot in Bart Simpson, The Simpsons changed because now he's got these eyes here. The robot does those eyes that light up right here. Yeah, but the buttons, at least the buttons are all yellow. Those square buttons. And there's no bottom buttons right here. So, I mean, it's not exact either. The claws are silver. They should be red.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So the picture changed for me in The Simpsons. So there you have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Things are changing so much, and there's, so many times that people are going to forget what the original way things were. That's what's crazy about it.
That's what they want you to do. They want you to forget the original ways, and I refuse to.
Right, yeah.
I'm not going to be downloaded. They're not going to download anything to my head.
Yeah. Like I told you about how I noticed in Facebook, like you'd say, like the Whiskey Go-Go, that club in LA where all the doors started. And I played there, and I remember it, Whiskey with an EY, but now the Y disappeared. I mean, the E disappeared. So it's Whiskey, WHISKY, Go-Go. And I played there in 2014, and I swear.
So now the E is gone?
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'll have to find some residue for that. Do you mind if I post that and mention you?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm going to put a note here that says, mention Rich. So basically, I need to find residue with WHISKEY.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's spelled.
I'll put some residue later, and I'll tag you, okay?
Yeah. Now, this started me on a journey to find something else, what was going on. Like on Facebook, I noticed some people, I met somebody, this girl at the club, and she's played there for she's been in the club for years, watching bands. And I went back to her old Facebook posts, and she was spelling it Whiskey with an EY.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, in 2015, let's see, we played there 2014, 2015, 2016. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she starts spelling it the opposite way without the E.
Whoa.
And I noticed this to other people that, other people were spelling things the old way, and all of a sudden comes a point, and all of a sudden they start spelling it the new way, and they have no I even confronted some of the people, and they said, oh, it must have been a misspelling, but they have like 20 some posts of the old spelling, and people.
Timelines are merging, Rich. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Unless their memories are getting, fried. I don't know, like they're.
I think they're doing, for the people who are non-ME, I think they're getting uploads. Just like if you remember the video that I posted yesterday about the pastor actually admitting about the lion and the lamb, and then all of a sudden he changes his mind. Come on, I mean, he's a pastor. He would, he had said it.
That's a Mr.
And then all
Smith.
of a sudden he changes it.
That's a Mr. Smith paradox. That's what we call it in our group.
That's been happening a lot lately. If you notice that a lot of people that'll admit they remember the old way, but then 5 minutes later they turn around and like, no. There's something being done to people's heads.
Hey, Theresa.
Especially the non-ME people.
Exactly.
And didn't you have residue from Burger King last year when they did the Fruit Loop shake or something like that?
Yeah, do you want to see if I can still find any?
Yeah, if you can find that residue, that'd be great.
Yeah, let me do that while you're talking to Rich. Let's see what I can find.
Yeah, Rich.
When did look up the manager here?
Yeah, when did Fruit Loops change for you?
Actually, my other job, I run a kitchen, and I would say maybe 20 was right before the Mandela Effect, and I noticed a box come in, and I just thought it was just one of those cheap brands.
Yeah, like a knockoff.
That's what I thought. Maybe about 2015 or so, 2024. It could have happened before, but this is when I noticed it. And I just thought, it's just a cheap, kind of off-brand. And so I didn't think nothing of it, but I've always known it, with the UI in the middle, all those years. And I just thought it was just a cheap brand that came through. So it wasn't the actual brand, So I had no idea.
Exactly.
Just found residue. Just found it.
Did you? Oh.
See, if there's residue out there, Theresa's going to find it.
Yeah.
I found it.
Rich, are you in Theresa's new group?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just actually posted the robot last night. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I was excited when she told me you were going to come on and talk about it with us because it's.
Yes,
definitely.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you on Friday as well.
Yeah, I'll be here on Friday.
Oh,
So
that is so
definitely.
awesome. Brian will send you a hangout. What do you call it? A Hangouts link, right, Brian?
Yeah, I'll send you a Hangouts link.
You need to get his email address. Is that how you're going to do it? Send him, like to the Gmail or whatever.
Yes, and just to just so everyone knows.
Make sure you give Brian your Gmail. That's how he does it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you through Gmail, and I'll also message you on Messenger, let you know, hey, I sent you an email, okay?
Okay. All right, cool.
Sometimes email notifications come through, but you don't always get them, like notifications like regular. Yeah. So I just normally say, hey, I sent you a email.
Yeah.
We got Meegs B is going to join us as well. Theresa will be there. Cosmic will be there. Cosmic Killjoy and Linda Langley, she'll be there. So it'll be a great show. We got a great show lined up.
Cool. Sounds good.
Find some of the funkiest animals you can find and some of the greatest song changes.
Yep.
Okay, I want to share this. Theresa, you said you sent me this Burger King's Fruit Loops milkshake. Yeah, why would they spell it like that? They're spelling it F-R-U-I-T when clearly it's F-R-O-O now.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we're the crazy ones, right?
Yeah.
You remember that show? They had the show, The Crazy Ones, with what's his name in it?
Crazy Ones.
You remember The Crazy Ones?
I don't know if I ever saw that.
It was the one with Buffy the Vampire Slayer girl and Robin Williams.
Oh, maybe I saw it. I'm trying to think.
Here's some more, guys.
You got more residue?
Yep.
Okay,
Sending it now.
For the robot or Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops.
Okay. I'm always wanting to see Fruit Loops residue. It makes me hungry, too.
Yeah.
see what the heading says.
Hey, what other effects? Oh wow, what other effects are pressing you at this time, Rick? Or
What other effects?
Rich, I'm sorry.
You mean new effects or stuff?
Rich.
You know what? Somebody posted Manhattan. That kind of has me kind of puzzled because Manhattan with an A-N at the end of it. That's what it is now, and that's what it's always been. But I found a lot of residue with E-N at the end of Manhattan, New York. And it's so close, and I'm trying to remember, but the E looks right to me. But I could be mistaken, but that's the one I'm looking at now. I don't know if you guys remember an E and N at the end of Manhattan.
Wait, a what?
An E and N at the end of Manhattan. Like, instead of an A-N.
Brian, I just sent you a really good one.
All right.
That one I'm not really sure on. It seems like it's more with the AN as it is right now in this reality, but you know, like I said, I'm not 100% on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the ones.
What about there's Stamford. Have you ever heard of Stamford, Connecticut?
That's the one. That's another one. That one blew me away. Because I remember Stanford with an N and not the M. and there was plenty of residue on that.
Okay, Theresa.
Also, there was Phoenix City. No, was it Phoenix? Oh,
Phoenix,
man.
yeah, Phoenix City, Alabama.
Alabama, and I found when that changed, now there's no O in it, it's just Phoenix, like Phenix. When I found so much Facebook posts from people said, hey, I'm in Phoenix, the old way, spelled like Phoenix, Arizona. I found hundreds and hundreds of posts of people from a town called Phoenix, Arizona with the O in it, but that never existed now. So that's a weird one. So you're familiar with that one too, right?
Yeah, Phoenix, Alabama. It looks like Phoenix.
Yeah, and it used to be Phoenix, and I've talked to people that went through that town and everything, and they remember it just exactly like Phoenix, Arizona, spelled like. So.
And are there any good films that you would recommend at this time for our audience, or anything? Anything that you've seen, like sci-fi or maybe Mandela related?
Mandela, I don't get on. Well, I'm on the internet a lot, but I haven't really watched any films or anything. I'm always so busy lately. Playing in a band and doing whatever. Just one of the things you should do. I hear a lot of noise in the background. I don't know what's going on. But one of the things is you should check every day. Start looking at certain things every day, like pictures, and it's amazing. You'll see some changes going on, like logos. Check them every day. That's a good thing there.
You can
see what's going on.
Yeah, we got Pat Gunn in the chat saying Recall Vector covered the Mary Poppins hat. There's a lot of feedback, Theresa.
Yeah. Feels like I'm at a party.
Theresa?
I'm in Burger King.
I know. Can you try with the mic a little bit? Yeah, if you can, just where it's not so noisy.
Okay, I will. All right.
Thanks, Theresa. Okay, we got this other residue that Theresa sent me. Joey's World Tour, and he's talking to us about Big Daddy food reviews. Burger King Fruit Loops, FRUIT review. And look at this. Why would they do that in a review video? Why would he be holding it up in his hand? Like, hang on. Where is it? Why? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He's talking about Fruit Loop Shake, and he went there, obviously. He's seen what it would look like, and he puts in his title here different. So, again. But I want to take a look at this Mary Poppins hat. That's got me curious now.
Right. That changed. I guess there's a lot of berries that showed up on the hat or something like that.
Okay, this is the one from Recall. Recall Vector posted this on January 27th. Or 22nd, I mean.
Right. Right, yeah. And sounds like we're in Burger King right now, but
wait a second.
There was berries that showed up and flowers or something.
What is up with her?
There before, something like that.
Okay, it wasn't. I know it wasn't just a plain hat, but I only remember the one flower on the front.
Yeah.
But now apparently she's got like several flowers all the way around her hat.
Right.
I don't remember that.
No, me either. Now I haven't watched it in a long time, but recall that Durin said, he had totally changed him. And berries showed up later on. Red berries on the hat. Is that still there?
Oh yeah, the red berries are there. Yeah. What?
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't there before.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, there wasn't one poking out the back of her hat. Like, look right here, guys. There's one right there. That was not there.
Yeah.
When did this change?
Something with an umbrella. It has a snake on it or something.
It has like a talking bird or something like that on there. I remember that.
Yeah, or a parrot or something.
Yeah, it might have been a parrot.
Yeah. It's been years since I saw. I probably saw the movie. When I was a kid. You're talking about the 1960s. So
I'm asking you out there in the audience what you guys remember with the Mary Poppins hat.
Okay. Hey, Brian, I'm outside now.
Okay.
Now I can hear everything.
Yeah, I can hear everything now.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yep, much better.
I'm in the Walmart parking lot.
Hey, I remember somebody commented earlier on the, did you see the Father's Day video I put out with Cat Stevens' song, or was, some people were saying it was Cat Stevens, some people were saying it was by Harry Chapin. Is it Harry Chapin?
Oh, Cats in the Cradle.
Yeah, who sings that? Who sings it for real? Because
see, I remember it. I remember Harry Chapin.
Yeah, it's Harry Chapin, but a lot of people are posting it as Cat Stevens.
Right.
No, it's Harry Chapin.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Chapin. So it's been Harry.
But the way this thing works is that
Yeah, I remember all these berries.
I mean, people just have totally opposite memories, and like I noticed one gal, she remembers Sarah McLachlan had the singer, and her name is all jacked up to me. It looks crazy now.
It does.
Brian and I did a video on that one.
Right. And
right, Brian?
Girl,
yeah.
And this girl I had talked to, she was so vivid that it was MC, what's it spelled like now? LAC. She was so, she said, no, it's always been like it is. She was so, totally, she would not budge. That's before I knew that people didn't have, before I knew about, the alternate realities and all that, whatever you want to call it. And, so we're still getting a lot of wind.
There's a lot of, Theresa, you must be walking. Are you walking?
Huh?
It must be real windy out there.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sitting out in the parking lot, but I'm not where music's at right now. I'm outside.
It sounds like a hurricane.
No, it's just windy. It's just windy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, like that. And then I started noticing that people, really remember the things differently than I do. Then I said, oh, this is a whole other twist to this, Mandela Effect thing, a whole nother twist. Because people are coming out with two different histories. It's like, two different people are experiencing two different histories of the same event, which is really just bizarre. I can't explain it. I don't think we're both misremembering.
Theresa, Theresa, can you take it off speaker for just a moment?
All right. You remember that boy that was really smart, the young boy with the blonde hair?
Yes.
He was the one who was explaining about how there's like a river and the branches are coming off of it, and now all the branches are blending into one. I think that's what's happening. I think all these different timelines are all blending into one timeline, and what's happened is they're all overlapping each other, and that's why everybody's seeing things differently. Does that make sense? We're all blending together.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be when you look up, you find a residue. We went to, an alternate timeline. We wouldn't, you know, we wouldn't find residue. You know, it wouldn't exist. So it's like things are leaking in to our reality that are from, I don't know where they're from,
Yes.
but, you know, so, like, of course, like the JFK Kennedy car, I remember 4 people in the car. You know, a lot of people do, and then the other people go, no, there was 6, you know. And
that's it. The reality to blending over. I just spoke to a manager here at Burger King when I walked in there. I sat down and talked to him, and he remembered 4 people. And then I showed him the picture of how it looks now, and he just kind of shook his head for a minute. And I'm like, "You see it, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, there's 6 people." And I said, "Do you remember 6 people?" He's like, "No," and he just walked away very confused.
yeah,
It's hard waking up people; they don't know what to think. And he remembered, and then he tried to tell me that his Sally's Beauty Supply, which I have actually in the state park I'm at now, he said, no, it says Sally's now. And I said, no, I don't. So I got on my phone and I said, watch this. I looked up the location to the one he's talking about, and I showed him what it looks like on the outside. And he just shook his head, and I said, trust me, you go back there and look at it today, your location, and it's changed. And I showed him the picture, and he just shook his head. Like, I think I totally baffled him. It's hard waking up people, and they don't get it.
No, they don't.
It's shock. It's a shock to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to share another one, guys. Steak and Shake is bothering me now too, because the apostrophe doesn't even look like an apostrophe anymore. Let me show you what I mean. Steak and Shake. You know how Steak and Shake looks, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I'll show you.
I found the residue for that too, Brian. Remember last night?
Yeah, I know. So this is what it looks like from 19. What is it? Let me present my screen so you guys can see.
Okay.
From 1981 through 2011. This is what it looked like with the triangle pointing to the right. The S and the H is merged, which I don't remember that either. I might as well do a trace on this one.
You should.
I'm going to do a trace on this one.
Again, Brian.
This is the one. It's funny, but I mean, I went to one the other day, Steak and Shake, and the apostrophe was normal. And then I looked back a couple days later, and it's changed.
There was never that little comment thing after the end. I used to live in Florida years ago, and I grew up going to Steak and Shake all the time. I worked down the street from there, so I was there a lot. I never remember that little comment. Is it like it's like a comma, right, or a dash?
Yeah, it's a comma. It's like an.
That was never like that. Trust me.
Yeah, it's pointed to the right now.
Yeah. No. That wasn't there. Trust me. I lived in Florida, like I said, my whole life. Never was like that.
Yeah.
That's a huge one. And I bet I can find you more residue too, Brian, if I look a little bit longer.
Wow. Did you look at the Bed Bath and Beyond one?
Yeah.
Did that change again?
What?
What happened with Bed Bath and Beyond?
The letter sticker, right? The letter sticker?
Yeah, look at that one, that logo. The D looks totally strange. The bottom
bigger.
letter.
It's bigger,
Really?
like thicker.
Oh, it's thicker?
And I don't
Yeah, if you look at it, Brian, you might want to show it.
Okay, hold on.
It was thick, but it was never that thick. It's like it's gaining weight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. Whoa.
So, yeah, I found that one a few weeks ago.
No, what? No, that was not like that. That was...
Fine.
No, Rich, I'm glad you said something. That was not like that. What?
Yeah.
The D is so wide
you know,
right there.
I live in San Francisco, and there's one not too far from me. So I went down and took a look, and I'm like, oh my God, it's got the new sign.
There's a couple here in Las Vegas too. A couple of them. Several of them, yeah. Nah, it was never like that.
No, I don't remember it at all like that.
No.
So that D is really stands out a lot. I would have noticed that. You know.
Oh, wow. From 1991, it's been like that.
No.
Yeah, 1991. That's crazy. Yeah.
What do you guys remember? Do you remember that D being that wide?
Not even close.
I never even noticed that. I'm glad you said something.
Yeah. I found that one a few weeks ago, and I was just, looking through stuff, and I was like, what? That didn't look like that. And then, I checked to see. I go to the actual store to see, maybe it's just something online. I want to make sure it's valid, because anything could be online. But yeah, it changed on a sign in San Francisco here. So,
wow.
Usually, actually, the internet, like a lot of people say, oh, it's just internet stuff when I show. But actually, a lot of the internet is actually pretty solid. I mean, it's pretty right on the money as far as being correct. Of course, they have some things that aren't correct on the internet, but the history and everything seems to be pretty much, because I always go out and look at the real thing, and yeah, when it did change, it definitely changed. So, I mean, I've had the pizza shop down the street changed completely.
What?
Yeah, from me. My bass player, this is a crazy story. Me and my bass player go into this place, Mystic Pizza, and it's on Haight Street, the Haight-Ashbury area, with the Grateful Dead and everything. But it was called Mystic Pizza, just like the movie or whatever.
I was just gonna say that with what's her name, the actress, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yes.
After our shows, we go and get pizza like 2:00 in the morning. And me and the bass player in there, and he looked up at the sign, and he goes, and I go, oh my God, it changed to Mythic Pizza, which TH, it's Mythic now instead of Mystic. And for years, everybody called that place Mystic Pizza, Mystic Pizza. So anyway, we go in, and we've been there, we've been going there almost every other week, to eat after, and when we saw Mythic on the sign, it had it all, the sign was old and everything, the letters were old, it's like in the Mystic Pizza. So we walk in, and this is the weirdest thing, go up, and the person working in back of the counter goes, would you like to order, what would you like on your Mystic Pizza? He asked us that, and we looked at each other, and we're like, oh, that's weird. So, and there was actually a chalkboard sign with, that still had Mystic on it.
Oh, man.
But so then, it was busy, and I couldn't talk to the manager. I don't even know if the manager was there at 2:00 in the morning, but they opened pretty late. So next day I call up, I called the manager, and I said, I'm looking for Mystic Pizza, and were you guys ever named Mystic? And he goes, no, we've always been Mythic Pizza. We've never been Mystic. Never. So I went on the chalkboard. Yeah. It's crazy, and there was Mystic on the chalkboard. That's thing that said Mystic.
I was sure him say, then why does this say?
Well, you're breaking up. Ooh.
Sorry, it's windy out here. Sorry.
Yeah, but anyway, so
that's
I called.
Crazy, Rich.
So I called the manager, and he said, no, we won't. So I went online, and I found old, maps and everything that said Mystic Pizza on. I found fake, it had the same address as Mythic Pizza. I found business letters. I found Facebook posts of people saying I'm going to Mystic Pizza.
Wow.
It's incredible. So that changed down the street from me. And all I hear is wind now. You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm here. Guys, it's windy in the parking lot. Sorry, I apologize.
Oh, no problem. So it's just so bizarre, and
that would really freak me out. I mean, somebody else has got to remember Mystic like you. I mean, that eats it.
Yeah. And everybody, I moved here in 2004, and everybody since then calling it Mystic Pizza. And when I came back and showed people that it was mythic, and they were just dumbfounded. They were like, I thought it was Mystic, And,
again, reality's crossing over. Again. Yeah.
But
that's
now,
the only way we can explain it.
Yeah. This happened about a year and a half ago, or whatever, 2 years ago. But now everybody remembers. It's weird.
Teresa?
It's always been Mythic Pizza. Really?
Teresa, it's real windy.
Wow. That blew you away like the Sally's blew me away. The Sally's, now it's Sally. Same idea. I was like standing there looking down. I was like, what? You never know what the Mandela Effect's going to do to you. You know what I mean? Your surroundings, signs, everything's just being affected. Everything.
Yep.
Well, now Rocky has a green feather in his hat.
What?
Yeah, you know when he goes in the first movie where he sees his girlfriend at the fish store or at the pets. Let me show you. This is Pat Gunn shared this. Do you guys remember Rocky Balboa having a green feather in his hat? Look at that. He has a green feather right there. Do you see that?
Wow.
No, I don't remember that. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff's gone, on. And there's a record shop called Amoeba Records. I don't know if you ever heard of it. There's one in LA, there's one here in San Francisco.
What's it called?
Amoeba, like Amoeba Records.
No, I don't recognize that one.
Okay. But I remember Amoeba being spelled Ameobo. The word like amoeba, but now it's Amoebo.
Wow.
And I don't know if you remember, the word, like the one cell animal being spelled with an E first because you pronounce it that way, amoeba. So, but the O is in front of the E now. So, and for some people, it's always been like that. So I don't know. But I thought that was kind of odd when I looked at the sign one day.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow. It's like it seems like the Mandela effects are getting more ramped up. I guess that's the right word to use. They're increasing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, everywhere. And speaking of albums, like there's a band Dream Theater, and all their albums, the A's in Dream Theater, all of them are like that upside down V now. Like that alien upside down V thing.
Wow.
Yeah, we're seeing it in virtually everything now.
And I asked some hardcore, Dream Theater fans, and they said, no, man, that wasn't there before. So it's really weird. Yeah.
It's pretty bad when it starts affecting letters. Like, I hate the new T's. I don't like these T's.
No.
What happened to the regular? And it's like it's taken away from religion. If you think about it, a regular T is like a cross. And now it's like they took the regular T away and got this weird curved one now.
Right, yeah.
All the fonts changed.
Yeah.
Even if you go back to like a 1950s, 60s picture, how the heck did they have that old font, like that T?
I know.
It's like affected it all the way back. Remember when, Brian, you and I found the very first show for The Price is Right?
Yeah.
And it showed a brother typewriter. And the T, what did the T look like? It was
that weird left T. The left T was cut off.
On the typewriter.
Well, I have to like dread sometimes Walmart, like looking at their logo because it hurts my head.
I look at it. I'm looking at it now.
The left side of the T is gone.
Yeah. But I found residue for that on a guy's hat one day. I was in the area where you buy fruit and vegetables and stuff, and I took a picture of the employee's hat. Right, Brian?
Yeah.
I don't know if you still have it or not, but I had some residue for that one. Yeah, he let me take a picture of his hat. The back of it.
Hey.
Yeah. Like, here's the back of his head.
Hey, hey, Rich, here's a question for you. How many hours of Mandela Effect TV do you watch a day?
Do I do?
Yeah, no, how many hours of Mandela Effects do you watch a day?
8 hours? Yeah, I do a lot. I do as much as I can in the middle of my busy schedule.
Yeah, so, I know what you mean. You got a family?
Huh?
You got a family?
Oh, I'm losing you.
I said you got a family?
Oh, right now, no. I think no, I never got married, but I just broke up with my girlfriend, so yeah. So I was too busy partying back then to start a family, you know. I lived a rock and roll lifestyle, but I don't party anymore. It's been a long time, so I gave all that up. I still play rock and roll and all that, but that's another thing, that really I noticed. Back then, if I was, still partying and all that stuff, I wouldn't notice what was going on around, And this is just an amazing thing, I don't have to drink or do drugs to see things change for me anymore. Amazing. It costs a lot less money.
I wonder if it intensifies it for people. Here's a weird question. Say you're Mandela affected and you decide to do drugs. I wonder if it intensifies it or it makes it more normal.
I don't know. Yeah.
Let's get high and look at Mandela effects. Let's test it out.
God. Yeah. No, I've been sober a long time, so but yeah, that's really strange, the whole thing, but it is something being awake. It's just
hey, do you think one day we'll have talking animals? Like maybe our dogs will be saying good morning to us and stuff and bring us slippers?
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. Let me out.
Yeah, that'll be next.
I think there's gonna be some huger changes going on, and the people who are not awake, Brian and Rich, there's gonna be no way. They're gonna have to see it. If these get so big that there's no way of ignoring it, they're gonna have to believe it then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
By then it might be too late though. It might be too late. We probably only have a small window. Well, when did the Mandela Effect happen? In 2015 for most people?
Most people, I think it's 2015.
16 for me.
16 for me.
I was only a bloomer.
But yeah, the first one I ever noticed, before I knew the Mandela Effect, must have been about, I'm saying maybe 2012, because the Grateful Dead, the band, I remember Grateful being spelled Gretful, not grateful. That's the one, Gratful. Do you guys remember Grateful?
That one I'm not really sure on.
Right. But I remember this is the first time I saw it.
Rich.
Great. Yeah.
They Lost in Space wants to know, do you have a nickname?
No, I don't have a nickname. Maybe Rich Fasanic, the guitar mechanic.
There you go.
Well, in the Mandela community, I'm on some of the Recall Vector videos. He calls me Rich Fasanic, the wizard mechanic, because I'm finding all these things. So, yeah. But, anyway, that was the first one I saw, the Grateful and Grateful, the two different spellings, because I knew the Grateful Dead as Greatful, and now it's Gratful.
Wow.
And that's the first one I saw without noticing it. I was in a record store one day, and something looked wrong, and I couldn't put my finger on it. The stuff was changed, but I just couldn't see it. That's not, something's wrong with these albums, and I couldn't figure it out until I woke up to this Mandela Effect. So some of these things might have been changing around us, and we just didn't notice them. We were asleep to them, you know. So, you know, but I don't remember. Mostly my history stayed the same all through my life, you know, until, you know, recently. How about you guys?
You mean with the changes when I started seeing them?
Yeah.
For me, it was 2016. Around, I started looking at videos in August of 2016, and I got affected.
Okay.
So I've been affected since about August, September, in that time frame. And I tell you what, it's been a journey. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You know, falling down the rabbit hole and looking through Nibiru, and just something was different to me.
Yeah.
Something changed about our sun, and now I have to wear sunglasses wherever I go. I can't go outside without them. It's just, you know, it was never like that.
Yeah.
I remember as kids, you'd play outside. You wouldn't have to worry about, I mean, even as recent as high school, you know, I never really wore sunglasses practically ever until recently.
Yeah.
What about you?
It just seems off. You know, I talked to this gal. She was an American Indian native, and her tribe. She was talking to the different tribes. She was at some kind of it was some kind of event, and a lot of them felt that something was wrong with the earth. Something was not right, and they're all feeling it, like, you know, the different tribes, and she said, you know, she felt like something does feel off, you know. It doesn't, and it's felt like, well, probably since about 2012 I noticed it, you know.
Yeah, somebody in the chat mentioned, let's see, it was, who was it? Let's see, 2012 for a lot of people. Oh, the Great Chi. Others say Sagittarius blew up in 2012 and we shifted here. That's quite possible. I mean, we're on Orion's belt.
Yeah.
Which is really strange because, you know, if you look at Orion's belt, it's supposed to line up with the pyramids, right?
Right.
Now it appears to be different. The pyramids are not like lined up straight now. They're kind of like, if you look at the hands of a clock, it's pointed to 5:55 p.m. or a.m., whichever way you look at it on the analog.
Yeah.
It's or if you look, it could be 11:30. But definitely, I remember them being like in a straight line with each other, and it was small, medium, large. It wasn't like small and then too large, or small. It was small, medium, large as far as the pyramids go to me. What do you remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember exact same as you. You know, it just seems like everything's different. Like the sky. Notice the night sky. It just looks like I hardly see any stars anymore. I don't know.
They chalk it up to light pollution.
It's what?
I went to a planetarium that told us, they said if you don't see as many stars at night, it's because of light pollution. They chalked it up to light pollution.
Oh, really? I don't know about that. You know, just yeah, they always have excuses for some.
I'm back.
But you're back.
Hey, Theresa.
Yeah, my phone was acting weird.
Hey, let me ask you something, because you're in Las Vegas, the city of lights, basically. There's more lights than anything, and they keep it on all night long everywhere in Vegas. Are you still able to see stars, or are there no stars in the sky now?
When I'm outside, where my apartment complex is, if it's pretty dark out, I can see a couple stars. I mean, they still exist, but I don't see as many as I used to. It's like a lot of them like disappeared or burned out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It used to be years ago, I could see tons of them, and it's like they're all disappearing.
Okay.
I see maybe a few.
So it's not light pollution. Maybe they're just getting dim, like dimmer and dimmer. But you know,
and that's for another part of the galaxy where we're seeing different stars.
That's what I think. Something looks off with the night sky. I was mentioning.
Yeah, especially the sun. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah. What are we doing? We're just observing. You know, we're observing changes, and we're trying to promote awareness to wake people up.
I grew up with a yellow sun, guys. As a kid, I used to draw a yellow sun. It was never this white. I discovered this white sun pretty much after I woke up. It was not like that before, or I just never noticed it. But this white sun was not white. And I've even commented a few people like, what happened to our yellow sun? And then and these are non-ME people, and they just shake their head like they don't know what to think. I said, isn't the sun supposed to be yellow and warm, not blinding, and like, it's like somebody's taking a huge flashlight and shoving it in your eyes like, okay, wake up.
Yeah. I have some I have like a photograph of some really weird looking clouds. You guys want to see it?
Okay.
Hold on. Whoops. Trying to zoom it in where you won't see as many buildings. But this is a photograph that I caught the other day when I was leaving work. Look at that. You could see, like, I mean, it looks like clearly like jet fumes, chemtrails, or whatever you want to call it, going into this big cloud right here. It just looks weird. You see that? Like, clouds don't form like that. Not in my memory. They don't look like these jet fumes.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange cloud formations in the sky I never saw. And then, like, I've seen some videos where, like, half the sky looks like it's divided or something.
Yes, I posted something. Did you guys see that post? I found that, and I shared it with you guys.
How many of you go outside a lot? I want to ask you, how many?
Show that post, guys? Can somebody show it?
Which post?
Brian? The post I did on this half a sky changing and looking like the other half. I posted that.
Can you share that with me in the messenger?
Yeah, let me find it. Hold on, I gotta find it first. Give me a minute here. Yeah, sorry.
Hey, we missed the yellow sun too, old earther.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find it.
It's a fake LED sun. I don't doubt it. I'm not saying it is, but I don't doubt it either.
This one really will blow your mind. This one. See if I can find it. Where are you?
Somewhere. Yeah, the whole weather system is changing and everything, and just wacky weather that, you know, in parts of the world that never had that kind of weather.
We nearly had a Category 6 hurricane headed for Florida last year.
Oh, here it is, Brian. I found it. Found it. This is really going to blow you guys' mind when Brian shows this. I'm going to send it to you now.
All right. And then we got to cut it
Just
soon.
send it to you.
For time reasons, we have to cut it soon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Click on that and you'll see it.
Oh, wow. Where'd you find that, Theresa?
It was on my regular Facebook page where people post different things. I don't know who to give credit to for that one. I would actually have to click on it and see who originally did that. It looks like a GAV, comma, RIEL.
Yeah, what is
YISRAEL. It looks like he originally posted this on June 15, 2016. There we go again, guys. 2016 at 7:13 p.m.
You guys see that?
What the HE double sticks is going on in Kansas City. The sky is split. Yep, and I had to share that with you.
That's so weird. You guys see that? Hello?
Hello?
Theresa? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what happened to her, but she'll be back in a minute.
Oh, she lost,
Yeah, she lost connectivity. But look at the light and then look at the dark. We're looking at the Twilight Zone here, between light and darkness. No, not really. I mean, there is this Venus. What is that Venus? There's. I did a video, like a mirror video on it. Does everybody remember that one?
Video. Oh, the Venus. What's that new thing?
Yeah. I gotta find it. Belt of Venus. Yes, that's it.
Belt or something, or
that was from. I think that was Recall Vector.
Yeah,
we did that one. Apparently, there's a Belt of Venus.
There she is.
Okay, Wikipedia. This is what Wikipedia says: Belt of Venus, or Venus's girdle, is an anti-twilight arch or arc, and it is an atmospheric phenomenon, visibly short before sunrise or after sunset during civil twilight, when a pinkish glow extends roughly 10 to 20 degrees above the horizon, surrounds the observer. This is a weird phenomenon. Yeah, it's huge. Guys, look. Do you recall a Belt of Venus?
Nope.
Maybe that's... Yes, that's what that... Hang on, yeah. And that's what that picture that you sent me sort of looks like. It looks like the Belt of Venus. Look.
Wow.
You see that picture right there?
Phenomenal.
It's so beautiful, though. The pink and the purples. I've never seen so much beautiful stuff with that. Wow. But I mean, it looks amazing.
Did you ever tell Rich about that one day that you and I seen the same thing? Remember that weird pink mushroom cloud that freaked me out one day after work?
Yeah.
You want to tell that story?
She saw one and I saw one the same day.
Oh, wow.
Right at the same time.
Sides of the United States.
I'm in Georgia. She's in Vegas.
Wow.
I was walking home one day and I was looking due south. South you can go. And I'm looking, I'm like, what the heck is that? I see this great big mushroom cloud, but it was coming from the ground. That's what was so weird. It was like off the ground. And it looked like a huge nuclear cloud. But here's the weird thing. It was bright pink. And I'm texting Brian, like, Brian, what is this? And guess what? Brian and his mother seen it. How long before me, Brian?
It was around the same time that you saw it, but it was in your time zone. It was around that time.
Yes. And he's 3 hours ahead of me. I'm on Pacific time, and he is on Eastern time, which is 3 hours ahead of me. We were both looking at the exact same thing and opposite sides of the country.
Wow, that's weird.
Georgia, and I'm in Las Vegas.
I remember when
you can go without going into the ocean.
But how many of you, when the sun went down, you didn't see this Belt of Venus now?
No.
That looks so weird. I remember going to the beach and watching the sunset and watching it go under the horizon, and there was never this belt.
No, that's new.
Yeah.
Venus is his name, right?
Yeah, there's your Venus again. You know about that change, Brian?
Yeah, there's a song change. You know that one, Rich?
Oh, yeah. I actually know the original version. What was the original? The original 1960s version.
Yeah, Venus is her name. Yeah. Did that one change?
Oh, why did I forget the name of the band now? Oh, man.
I thought was it Ace of Base? Or no, it wasn't Ace of Base.
No.
No, it wasn't Ace of Base.
Oh man, I just went blank on the name.
I know, I did too.
But yeah, look up the 1960s group.
Let me see if I can find it, guys. Hold on.
My God, I can't believe I forgot that.
Oh, Shocking Blue is the name of the original band.
Shocking Blue, that's who they were.
Shocking Blue, yes. That's it.
They were the original.
Kind of. Yeah, you see that?
What's his name?
No, this Shocking Blue, the original band, has not changed yet. They still say Venus was her name.
What?
I heard this.
Oh, this sounds like whatever.
Venus was her name.
Brian, I heard his.
No, listen to it again. It was her.
I heard her. Yes, I heard it.
Yeah.
I was like, don't trip with me.
All right, guys, everybody have a great and wonderful Mandela Effect night, and God bless. I hope you all enjoyed the show,
and Rich,
and we'll see you Friday.
See you on Friday's show, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you for coming,
let
Rich.
me know what time that'd be cool.
All right, Rich.
Brian, can you mention the reality? Can you mention the Facebook group again?
Yeah, Reality Residue Hunter. Check it out, guys.
Yes, and